What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy, Unlike Luciferian Prince, coming at y'all. And this is a two-part series. And I really want to elaborate on something that somebody wanted me to elaborate on, not per se for the sake of that person, but because of the pertinent information that's pertaining to today. Trust me, people, I'm not getting in nobody's face today. I don't want no smoke. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I want to get down to this House Resolution 6666. And if you would like to check out the text in regards to that, you can find it online via PDF. If if you really want the information in regards to it, it's up to you to look at it. If you don't, it's up to you. Fine with me. But House Resolution 6666, 116 Congress, second session, and the heading says to authorize the Secretary of Health and Human Services to award grants to eligible entities to conduct diagnostic testing for COVID-19 and related activities, such as contact tracing, through mobile health units and as necessary at individuals' residences and for other purposes. Now, I don't really need to read the bill because, as I said before, it just extends the process in the video, and I really don't have to because I noticed that most of my subscribers are competent enough to be able to read this stuff on their own. And if you're smart enough to read legalese, you know what other purposes usually imply. Other purposes are just implying that certain provisions that aren't in the bill can have had provisions made for. So that's pretty much the idea. But one of the main things is that it's saying particularly they have the right to come to your house. Now, if they have the right to come to your house, in regards to under the auspices of COVID-19 testing, then you have to be aware, what is this? This is an invasion of personal privacy. This is an invasion of personal, personal sanctity in regards to your family, their safety, their well-being. Because if these people can come to your house and everyone in your house is or has not positively tested for COVID-19, then what is it saying? We can make an assumption that you do have it. And most people aren't aware of that. You know what I mean? And it's just that I don't take vaccinations. I don't take flu shots. I don't even go to hospitals. Like, this is a proven fact. I live a responsible life. I live a most responsible life enough to know that I don't interact with this stuff. Little do people know is that certain elements that have been transcribed into your anatomy in regards to your shots or your vaccines or your treatments can also make this test appear as what they call a false positive. Anything that's considered a false positive is really considered in the legal realm is positive, but in reality, you're not positively tested for what they're testing you for, which is a very dangerous concept. And I also titled this, Revelation 13 at the end, because it's just funny how at this time people don't realize that we have to understand that this is the one world beast system. And I'm going to read this excerpt out of Revelation 13, starting at chapter 11. It's the beast out of the earth. Then I saw a second beast coming out of the earth. It had two horns like a lamb, but it spoke like a dragon. It exercised all the authority of the first beast on its behalf and made the earth and all its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed. And it performed great signs, even causing fire to come down from heaven to the earth in full view of the people. Because of the signs it was given power to perform on behalf of the first beast, it deceived the inhabitants of the earth. It ordered them to set up an image in honor of the beast, who was wounded by the sword and yet lived. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. 18. This calls for wisdom, Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666. Revelation chapter 13, verse 11 through 18. People, it said forced. So if it said the first beast whose fatal wound had been healed, this is the ancient Babylonian mystery system, because everyone knows that the first deified mortal in regards to the ancient Mesopotamian Babylonian system was Nimrod, who was beheaded. And it said that his fatal wound had been healed. It's because they set up and revered the system based upon the pretenses of his system. And the reason that people don't realize what's really going on today is because they don't really pay attention to history or pertinent history or even law, so to speak. People don't want to pay attention to that because they're cognitively dissonant. And because they're cognitively dissonant, they want to be dissonant in regards to what the process is about what's going on in world affairs. Now, I know there's certain channels who come on here and they scream social media and they try to find and pinpoint people's, their input. And that's what social media does. It allows the agents to gather and garner information to make it seem like you're false. But the proof's in the details. It's not what I believe. It's what it says. What it says shows particularly, it says to authorize. When you authorize something, you, according to their system authorizes them. It gives them all-encompassing legal powers. That's what they do. That's in their law, not mine. It's not my conjecture. It's what it says. It says to authorize the Secretary of Health and Human Services. Health and Human Services. To award grants to eligible entities to conduct diagnostic testing for COVID-19 and related activities, such as contact tracing. So this is the reason why I tell people all the time, you have to realize, why are they also telling you to stay socially distant at 6 feet? I mean, to be honest with you people, everybody in the cemetery is socially distant at 6 feet. So let's get real. This is a system that is being implemented right before the very eyes of many people, and the sad thing is that people aren't even conscientious about it because they don't even have enough socioeconomic political education to really understand and interpret what this is. But these people have written this, and they know that 99.9, well, I'll say 98% of American people who reside on this continent cannot read law. And they know that, If it's said through mobile health units and as necessary, that means whenever I feel like I want to make it pertinent or relevant, as necessary, at individuals' residences and for other purposes. So people, if you let these people in your house, man, that's on y'all. See, me, I'm good. I told people I reject the mark. I'm good. I don't have nothing to do with these people. I have totally broken away from their systematic indifferences a long time ago, peacefully. And simply because I'm conscientious about how it works. If you wish to let these people in your residence under the auspices of threat, coercion, and duress, that's on you. You know what I mean? I'm just here to spread the light and draw the comparison about how this is pertinent today in regards to the scriptural ideology. You don't worship. I don't worship the beast. No, not at all. I'm just wise enough to know how it thinks. Wise as serpents and innocent as doves. Y'all take care of people. Y'all be safe. And irrespective of what the opposition says, because that's just how they operate in order for their agenda to keep working, so be it. It is what it is. But this is written in their law. And they made provisions for it to encompass all areas of human life, which is what the beast system wishes to do. The beast system wishes to actually encompass all areas of human life for totalitarian control. That's period. That's all it is. The little bit, if you wish to give up many of your freedoms for the idealistic idea of safety, then it is what it is. The more you rescind those freedoms, the more you will lose them, and you don't deserve freedom really at all. Simple. Stick tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. Next video coming. You know what I mean? And sometime today, it will be on a different topic. As always, I don't have a set schedule, but y'all stay tuned. Take care. Peace. I love y'all. Agents,